Good afternoon. My name is Eric Finkbeiner. I'm the Director of State and Local Government Affairs for SAIC and wanted to welcome you all here. Obviously, I want to welcome our distinguished guest, the Governor, but also recognize Senator Chase and Senator Dance, who are very kind with their time, and we'll get to some of the other introductions as well. Wanted to let you know I'm just here to kind of kick things off and move things along so we can get to the speeches and to the shrimp, and we'll go from there. But again, welcome, Governor Northam, and before we start with the program, wanted to congratulate you for Virginia's new business ranking, #4, and I know everybody here is happy about that, and I know on behalf of SAIC, we want to help you get up to #1 here the next couple years. So with that, I'm going to move things along and introduce our first speaker, who is Mayor LeVar Stoney. I have had the privilege of knowing Mayor Stoney for about 10 years, and to say he is a rising star would be a gross understatement, because he's been amazing in what his career has been so far. Served as Secretary of the Commonwealth under Governor Terry McAuliffe, and now as mayor has been working really hard on job growth, economic development, K-12 investment, and as a Richmond resident myself, seems like every time I turn around there's some new recognition as Richmond is one of the best places to live in America. So welcome, Mayor Stoney.
Eric, thank you so much for the introduction, and good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Well, in Richmond is another great day. I do not get tired of talking about new opportunities in the great city of Richmond. Each and every day I get to talk about the city's growth and where we're going. But this right here is another shining example. SAIC's expansion right here in the city of Richmond to serve our great government, the Commonwealth of Virginia, is a shining moment for the city of Richmond. Just over the last year and a half, I've been in office for 18 months, believe it. I can't believe it. It seems like 18 years. The city has seen $1.3 billion in new investments, 11% increase in our population since 2010. 23,000 new people have moved into the city of Richmond in this decade alone. Our unemployment rate is at the lowest it's been in a decade. We have less unemployed individuals than we had 10 years ago, and we have a larger labor force than we had 10 years ago. The trajectory of this city is on the upward incline. And now, with the addition of SAIC's expansion, the 75 new jobs right here in the city of Richmond, and what you are already doing in our region, in Chesterfield, it only means that Richmond is the best mid-sized market in the United States of America. The reason individuals, employers are choosing Richmond over other markets because of one word, and that is talent. We are focused here in the city on growing our talent, retaining our talent, and attracting talent right here in our capital city. But we would not be who we are today without our partnership with the Commonwealth of Virginia. As a former state employee, you do not know how much we have to depend upon the services of VITA and also our other partners when it comes to technology. It's a vital piece of how government works today. And Virginia not only is a great place to do business, but also we are known as one of the best places for government as well, and how we go about delivering government. And that's why SAIC plays a vital role. And the person who I have known for many, many years, a good friend of mine who has been responsible for leading the charge to this point today, is my friend, the Secretary of Administration, Kiana Connor.
Good afternoon. This is a good-looking room. As one of the agencies in my secretariat, VITA, its employees, suppliers, have the important task and responsibility of providing technology services to state agencies. Those agencies, in turn, have the essential work of serving citizens and businesses across the Commonwealth. VITA provides technology services to state employees who perform critical and often life-saving work, serve in public safety, hospitals, and correction facilities, watch over our children and the elderly. and conduct the more routine business of government, such as DMV and tax. I would like to recognize our Chief Information Officer and VITA Agency Head, Nelson Moe. Nelson, please stand. Nelson and the employees at VITA are on the front lines every day, overseeing technology suppliers and services used by all executive branch state agencies. We understand that technology in the Commonwealth requires support from the top down, and we look forward to implementing a change in how we provide services by transitioning to a new multi-supplier model with SAIC as our multi-source integrator and partner. I am pleased to introduce the 73rd Governor of Virginia. Healthcare, including his most recent success in expanding Medicaid to provide healthcare coverage to 400,000 Virginians in combating the opioid epidemic. You can clap now. Protecting our environment and building a stronger economy through job creation. None of these key priorities are possible without a robust and agile IT infrastructure across the entire enterprise, and I am pleased to help him carry out these goals and more. Please welcome the Governor, Ralph Northam.
What a great crowd. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here for this exciting announcement. And Secretary Connor, thank you so much, one, for your kind introduction, but also for your service to the Commonwealth. And I would just let you know that a lot goes into these changes that we've been through in Virginia, and that's certainly a change for the better. And Kiana has really guided all of the work that's gone on to make this happen. So Kiana, we are so proud of you, and we appreciate your service to the Commonwealth. And LeVar Stoney, our mayor, with just so much vision and life, and we appreciate your leadership in Richmond. And you know, having grown up on the Eastern Shore, I wasn't exactly used to the city life, but I really have embraced Richmond, and it is just
you get used to it.
Yeah, I know, it's getting used to, and Pam and I just feel so privileged to live in this great city. And I think, to sum up what Richmond means to me, as I look around and talk to folks, Richmond is a city that's progressive, it's innovative, and certainly probably the most important thing, it's inclusive. We welcome people to Richmond. We live in a very diverse society, so we certainly thank you for your leadership and getting us through this transition as well. It is good to see our elected officials. I know we have several here in the room, but you know, we just talked about the expansion of health care, and that happened because of a bipartisan effort. And so Senator Chase, Senator Dance, it is good to have you with us today. You may have heard me say this before, but I will repeat it. People often ask, what is it that I want to do with our cabinet and our administration as the 73rd governor? And it's actually very simple, and Eric stole a little bit of my thunder, but it wasn't that long ago that Virginia was the #1 state in this great country of ours in which to do business. And for a number of reasons, we fell off of that position, and 2 years ago we were at 13th. Last year we moved up to 7th, but you know, I'm proud, and it is because of bipartisan work, all of us working together, that Virginia was just named the 4th state in which to do business. And if I have anything to do with it, and I know hopefully you would agree, if we work together, I'm confident that we can put Virginia back in the driver's seat and be #1 soon. So we appreciate all of your efforts. And to SAIC, I was just out in Dickinson County a couple weeks ago, 40 new jobs out in the southwest of Virginia, rural Virginia, and now the work that you all have done, and 400 jobs here in Richmond, adding 75 to 80 new jobs. And I think one thing that is really commendable on SAIC's part is that there's been a transition here. No, that's no secret to anybody. And there are employees that were at risk of losing their jobs. And SAIC has reached out, has interviewed these individuals, and offered them jobs in this new organization. And for that, I thank you all, and you need to be commended. So thank you. So IT is important, very, very important to the running of this great Commonwealth. Very important to your governor, who I know how to turn the computer on, but after that, if I need help, we need folks that support the services that we provide this Commonwealth. So I thank you all, and I really am appreciative of you being here in Virginia. I know your headquarters is up in Reston, and you employ thousands of people, 3,000 of them right here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. So we appreciate that, and I certainly look forward to our relationship and moving forward over the next several years. So thanks, SAIC, and again, thanks to all of you for being here. Again, it's an exciting day for SAIC. It's an exciting day for Richmond. It's an exciting day for the Commonwealth of Virginia. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Governor Northam. And before I introduce our last speaker, I would be remiss if I did not thank Jane Ferrara and Lee Downey and the folks on the Richmond Economic Development Team, and Mayor, your staff as well. SAIC, when we were looking for locations for this office, looked around the region. We knew we wanted to be downtown, and Jane and her team and Lee and others made sure we found a good spot, but also made sure we were able to get in here on time. So thank you for everybody here at SAIC and our partners at VITA. Just wanted to extend that thanks. Now it's my pleasure and my privilege to introduce you to Nazik Keene, who is SAIC's Chief Operating Officer and our final speaker. I've had the honor of knowing Nazik for about 20 years, and she is a leader not just at SAIC, but nationally, from both a business and a technology standpoint. And I can tell you from working with her over the last 20 years, she is committed to Virginia as a technology leader. She is also committed to Governor Northam's point of creating jobs here in Virginia. So please welcome our Chief Operating Officer, Nazik Keene.
Thank you, Eric, although you made me feel very old saying we've been working together for 20 years. Oh, my goodness. So first and foremost, thank you, Governor. Sincerely appreciate you being here, and for everybody in this room. Thanks to the ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, it's standing room only. I didn't look back, so that's fabulous. It's a great day to be here in downtown Richmond, Virginia. I also want to express my appreciation to Secretary Connor, Deputy Secretary Demiria, Mayor Stoney, and Virginia's CIO, Nelson Moe. We at SAIC are most grateful for everybody's support. As you've heard, today is a really special day for us as we announce this expansion into the capital of our home state of Virginia. I also want to thank our SAIC team, the team members that are in the room today, all of which are serving VITA in the context that you heard from the Secretary. And so I'm very, very proud of our employees that are here and those employees that will be joining us in the months to come. Now, Governor, as we talked about when you walked in, this announcement comes just a few weeks after you and I were together down in Clintwood, Virginia. And some might say, we got to stop meeting like this. I say, let's keep meeting like this. This is great. When SAIC was awarded the MSI contract last fall, we knew, as Eric mentioned, we wanted to locate our offices in downtown Richmond. While we're going to have many employees co-located at the various VITA offices that you heard the Secretary discuss, and many of the current incumbent employees who will be transitioning to SAIC will remain in Chester, our new 75 employees who will be supporting VITA will be proudly based out of this office. We believe being downtown is very important for a handful of reasons. First and foremost, we're just down the street from the Capitol and the Governor's office. So, Governor, we can run up the street anytime you need us. Just say the word. And the same goes for our friends in the legislature. We are now your next door neighbor. Many of the largest state agencies that VITA serves are right around the corner, like DMV, VDOT, Social Services, and Tax. Mayor Stoney, the City Council, and the Economic Development leadership have done an incredible job of making Richmond a destination for our millennial professionals. Whether it's the craft breweries, and I hear that's very important, the riverfront development, Scott's Addition, or the integration with VCU, Richmond is exactly the kind of city where young IT professionals are looking for employment. And those are the people that we at SAIC see as our future leaders. So what a great, great area, town, to be able to employ great talent. And finally, this is part of our overall commitment to growth in the Commonwealth of Virginia. We have employees in Northern Virginia, as you heard, Hampton Roads, the Northern Neck, and now Southwest Virginia. Being here in downtown Richmond is a great next step for us, and we hope that this is just the beginning as we grow from here. The SAIC jobs here in Richmond are high-level IT jobs to include program support, project management, architecture development, just to name a few. Governor Northam and Mayor Stoney, on behalf of SAIC, we thank you for your continued support and commitment to workforce development and job creation in Richmond and around the Commonwealth. It's critically important, not just to SAIC, but as Eric said, it's been something that's been personally important to me for the last many years. I'm incredibly excited and proud of our beautiful new offices here in the James Center and looks forward to serving VITA and its customers with the highest quality technology services available. Thank you all very much for joining us today.